guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors, and I'm going to be making some journaling cards for the journal today, and I wanted to try something new. I found on Pinterest this. Isn't that cool? And so I thought we would try it, and it is uploaded by Kathy M. I will put this link down in my description box, so if it's something you're interested in looking into, then you can do a little searching, further. Okay, so I've not tried it yet. This is haven't tried it at all yet. So she starts out with sky, and then I should put this on so that, hold on just a second here. I want my, oh, I just goofed. Okay, I lost my picture, you guys. I lost my picture. Okay. I don't need it so much except for maybe proportions. So we're just gonna go for it, I guess. We're just gonna go for it. Okay, so I'm going to, this is part of one of the pages from the kit that I used this side of it, the cat on the roof picture. And so I thought I would use the sky. Let me get my paper cutter. I could just tear it, but I want a straight line for the edge, so we will cut this apart. It's not quite where it needs to be. And so she used, I'm assuming it's she. It says Kathy M, but maybe Kathy M put somebody else's image there. I don't know. I'm assuming it's she. She used words for, to me, what looks like hills in the distance. So we're going to do two of them and see how we do. On the back side of these digitals, I painted, and I like most of them, but I have decided as I've gone through and I've been working in the journal, I won't do pink or yellow again. Definitely, if I do pink, it's going to be lighter, and it would only be in a journal that I am going for lots of pink. And I like pink, you guys, but there's something about it, the way I did it, it doesn't look quite right to me. So if it's something that you thought you might try, just know that those two colors to me just didn't work out real well. I have I have a real mess going on my desk right now. I have things piled up on top of things, and oh, I'm putting this on just some scrapbook paper I found that I'm nearly done with, the pack, and I just cut out a section to be the backing of these tags. And then, so I need this also. So I thought I would use the sky of this one. So again, I'm going to mark it. Now, of course, if you don't have digitals and you have some scrapbook paper that has blue, that's fine. You don't have to do it with actual sky images. It can be whatever. Okay, and we'll just cut some off here. And so then I have, something I can make a journaling card or tag out of that. Okay. Now, like the blue I used, I really like the blue. This is paint on the back side, if you didn't see that video. The blue turned out really well. I don't know if I watered it down more or what, or if it's just the color that I'm happier with. Ah. Went to the dentist yesterday, you guys. I got the work done that needed to be done. And of course, oh goodness. Oh, the dentist. Oh, the dentist. There were some fillings that they felt needed to be replaced. And you know, when the dentist suggests something, you're like, does it really? Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee. Does it really? Or are they just, you know, trying to make some money? I think it really did. Of course, you know, I don't think they're necessarily lying, you know, when they tell you what they found underneath. And of course, the reason why they wanted to do the fillings again is because they said they were failing. And so when she had, let's see here. Like I said, I don't have something to look at now. I don't want this. I don't want to bulk it up a whole lot, so we'll take off some of the bottom. She said she found a little bit of cavity underneath where it was, you know, where she thought it was failing. So it was a good thing they did it because, you know, all I need is more extensive work done. I've had enough of that lately. Okay, so now this one, I don't want it to be the same shape both times, so we'll do a little bit less of a arch, I think. Yeah. You know, it's funny, I had taken my daughter to an appointment months and months and months ago. And while I was sitting outside waiting, there was some artwork hanging on the wall, and it was something very similar to this. And I was thinking, oh, I want to try that with paper. And then I found it on Pinterest, and I thought, oh, yep, reminder. So I mean, theirs was probably paper too, just in a lot larger, you know, way. It was a giant piece of framed work, you know. So, and I don't know, maybe it had been painted, but or it could have been with fabric. I don't know. I didn't get close enough to look, or I don't really remember that well. Have you guys ever, I don't know, like you remember a feeling but you don't remember the details? That's the way I remember things. Like, you know, my husband says, you don't forget anything. I do. I forget the details, but I don't forget the feeling. So, okay. So one of the things that they did, and I really didn't want to do a lot of inking in this, and now I didn't ink that one, so I can't ink this one. So I'm thinking, you know, because it just blends those two. So I think what I'll do is just do a little line, a small faux stitch. Maybe, I don't know if this is going to work or not, or if inking is sort of necessary unless you're using all different paper shades. I'm going to call it enough. We'll go ahead and glue that one down. But anyway, yeah, I do that. I'll remember that something was good or frustrating or whatever the case may be, but not necessarily why, you know. Until I go to try and and I don't even realize that until I go to try and explain something to somebody. Then I realize that I no longer know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this definitely, if you're using the same color of paper for the printed word, you're gonna have to ink, or this I think will be probably okay. Because I was trying not to ink in this. So I'm really sticking to it. Okay. And so then I have this old 1945. I'm not sure where it came from. I feel like somebody gave me this But I am going to come down here, and it's very, very easy to tear. I mean, it's newspaper, so it's already easy to tear because it's newspaper. I'm going to... So this is almost as old as my mom. That's crazy to think. Oh my goodness, it's just crazy to think. Okay, pretty cool, yeah? I think that's pretty cool, and it's almost the exact right width. Okay, so we're just gonna cut along the bottom here. And glue, and then we'll trim the edges. Maybe the other one I will do with a little bit of ink on those upper ones, and we can see the difference. I'll give in and put a slight amount of ink. I forgot to put my phone on. Oh, maybe I did put my phone on airplane mode. I don't know. That was my iPad. Oopsie. I want to make sure it gets all the way where it needs to be. Now, I don't feel like I need to add faux stitching on this one, but I might just for, what is it, when something goes, I'm just following what I had done. I can't think of the word. I don't think I got it on there completely straight, but that's all right. It looks cool though, doesn't it? Okay, so let's do this one, and I will, like I said, I will ink it just a little bit. I'm gonna just get rid of the top here. Maybe we'll go this side higher. And I'm gonna cut, just gonna cut down here. And I've got a little bit of ink on this, not much, but it's just a little bit. Even though I'm not using it, it's still sitting out on my desk because, you know, why would I put it away? I mean, I use it constantly, so I guess it's good not to put it away. Okay, I'm gonna just, I don't want to put a bunch of glue where I don't need it. I can hear my cat outside my door running. She's so frustrating right now. She gets all of her energy all wound up, so she goes tearing through the house. She's a long-furred cat, and so she's leaving chunks of maple all over. Her name is Maple. And I follow behind her, picking up chunks of fur where she just needs to go outside because she's an indoor-outdoor cat. She just needs to go outside and get all this energy out. Maybe I should have been a little higher, but that's okay. So anyway, yes, I'm constantly cleaning up after her right now. It's driving me nuts. This has dark behind it, but I don't think it's going to show. It has a picture. I don't know if that's the best tearing job. It's fine. I had meant for this to be higher on this side, but that's okay. We're gonna do this. That bottom part will be covered up. Mess, mess, mess. Okay, let's just ink this a little bit. Yes, so I'm happy to be done, I think, with the, I think I'm done, I mean, with the dentist for a little while. Been there too much lately. So much so that I used up all my allotted insurance for it for the year. And my insurance year starts in November. So I had to pay for that out of pocket. It's always nice. Yes, that was sarcasm. You know, it's funny when you go to the dentist, I always feel like this is, I know this is ageism, but I always think that somebody older than me should be working on me, you know, like being the doctor, because I'm not old enough, you know, because in my head I'm a teenager or at least in my 20s, not in my 50s. And so it was a young girl, obviously old enough to have been through dental school, and she's working in a place that the guy's had lots of experience. You know, he's been in the business. He looks to be my age, you know, so he has lots of experience, and I figure he really did a good job of vetting her before giving her the job. This is what I'm hoping. But I think at some point, as you get older and older, you're not going to be able to have people who are older than you, because you get to be the old one. You know what I'm saying? And so I was realizing that yesterday. I'm like, of course you're going to have at some point a dentist who is younger than you as you continue to age, Stephanie. That's the way it works. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay. I have kind of a straight line there I'm trying to cover up that I thought I would. Okay, that's good. Just squish that down a little bit. And then we'll turn it over and clear the sides. Cohesive, that's the word I was looking for earlier, you know. Now, I didn't ink this one, and I don't know. Again, cohesive, probably should have. There's so little ink on this that I don't think it'll be bad if I just kind of run my thing on it. And then this one, I need to do the stitches. Really little ones. And then, of course, I plan to stitch around the whole thing. Okay, so now we're going to go for a green. And I didn't find any of my scraps that I wanted to use from the digital, but I have this big, this is something I don't think I would ever use. And so I decided to use the green from this tree. And we're just going to tear into it. That's way too much white. Okay, so we're gonna go the other way and not have any white. I was thinking the white would look good, but when it's that much white, I don't think it's good. Okay. And then I'm going to just give it a straight line for the edge of the journal. I know it seems like making a big mess and waste of a piece of paper, but that piece of paper has been in my stash for who knows how long and hasn't been used. So it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. It's okay. let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm going to cut across, maybe I'm just going to go all the way across. I don't want to think about it too much. And then I'll cut it. Can't see it. We had a really pretty day yesterday. It was sunny. It was a little windy, but it was sunny, which is really welcome right now. And then I look at the forecast and it said snow, like it depends if what you're looking at, you know. One of them just said rain, one of them said snow. I was like, no, no snow. So when I went to bed last night, I had fallen asleep on the couch. So when I got up to move to the bed, I looked out the window and there was snow. So this morning when I got up, I looked out the window and it was all gone. It had rained away the snow. So that was good. So I just want a little bit of, you know, I want it mostly straight, I think. Not straight, but, you know, not a whole big swooping. Okay, let's glue that down. So if you like this, I know it's kind of slow going, but if you like it, please give me a thumbs up. That would be wonderful. Trying to get it kind of straight before it dries. I might have to trim the edges, that's okay. Okay, and again, we did the faux stitch on this one. Yeah, I will definitely have to trim the edges of this because I didn't quite cut that wide enough. And then this one, I need to give it a little. Just go a little farther down with this one. That's good. Yeah, I didn't cut this one wide enough either. I'm going to give it just a little ink on the edge. I remembered, but so little that, I mean, this is dry. I haven't dabbed it down into my ink at all, so. But it got a little bit on there. Really fun. I think it's really cool, you guys. Definitely will make more of these. Okay, and then the final one in hers was a dark base, so I just went through and found something dark. So if you tear it away from yourself, you don't get the white edge. I'm just gonna go all the way across. Nope, it stopped. That's fine. Okay. And then I will straighten it out once I get to that point. I'm trying not to take too much time. And how much do I want? I'm gonna go, I don't really know. I wish I could see hers right now. I'm gonna go a little less than that, I think, but we'll start by just cutting it. Oh goodness, you guys, my mess. I've got to clean up this mess. It's bad. Whenever I put my arm up over the stuff. My shirt is dragging things with it and irritating. My pencil's underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some definite trimming on this. Okay. So I'll do around there, I think. That one, and then go around there. Yes, 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 that's frustrating. I would really like for the weather to stay nice so I can get out and walk again. I really enjoy going out for walks, although I'm real good at going at first when it starts getting nice outside, but then as it stays nice, I get kind of lazy. But, you know, it's good to start and try. You know, one of these days it'll catch on and I'll keep doing it, because I see people out walking all winter long. Of course, oftentimes it's because they're walking their dogs, but I figure if they can do it, I should be able to do it too. However, it's so cold and wet and yucky that I don't want to go out and get nasty, and I don't know, but I don't enjoy treadmills. I'll do it sometimes, but I don't know. I really like to get out and just walk in the mornings. It's so pretty outside in the mornings. You know, the light is different and all that. And all the little animals running around, the little squirrels and stuff. I do get worried about other animals sometimes, because out here where we live, there apparently, I haven't seen any, but there are cougars sometimes, so that scares me. And they kind of hunt you, cougars do. And so I really don't want to walk upon a cougar. But I mean, I live in a neighborhood, but people have told me that they've seen them in their neighborhoods. So I know it can happen. These, I think they look really cool. What do you guys think? I'm not done yet, of course. This has a little bit of white at the top that I don't like, so I'm just gonna, I don't want to cut it down too much because I have something it's gonna fit into. I don't want it to look odd. Okay. Moved a little. I feel like I was holding it down, but I know it moved. Okay, to the bottom. Okay. I have a little mess going on. I'm gonna do the sides. I think I have a white spot here that I didn't realize. Oh no, that's actually part of the digital. Okay, I thought I had a straight spot, but I didn't. And then I believe that she used some Tim Holtz die cuts on it. See, when I have stuff like that, I don't want to throw it away. It's so nice. I don't like the straight line on it. I'm just going to try and get a few of these things just off the desk and into the trash can. Okay, so she put a little Tim Holtz something or other down here. Where did I put my moved it right before I started this somewhere on my desk. Oh, here it is. I buy these things thinking I'm going to use them, and then I don't. Do you guys do that? So I don't need these big things. I'll get those out of the way. That way I can see more of what I've got to work with. I like this, but it blends too much into the green. So they're not bright springy colors, but there are, you know, orangey flowers. That's very small, but even what she did was small. Mushrooms, I'm thinking, are more fall-ish. What do you think? Here's one. This is kind of good. I mean, it kind of blends in right up in there, but it's obvious something is going on. Okay, I kind of like that. Hopefully I'm in. Let's see what else. These are too big, and it looks too much like a bouquet. What else is in here? Too small. What about this? Is maybe good. Okay, we'll do those, and I want to give them a little something to sit on. So let's see. What else is down here? Doesn't really make sense. Okay, one more. One more. There's got to be one more. A smaller one, right? There has to be. It can't be only one. Okay. What do I have up here? I've been trying to keep some little bits and pieces of, you know, just whatever print or whatever in here. I could use this. So about maybe here and here. All right. It's not perfect, but let's scooch this. We'll glue these down. I'm going to stitch around. I still feel like I've got a problem down here. I do, a little bit of, it's okay. It's all right. You know, I hope I hit play. Oh my goodness. Or, you know, record. Yeah, I did. This is way longer than I expected it to be too. I thought I would do this fairly quickly because I wanted to make something for them to go into, but oh well. I'm gonna do it like just right up on the edge, I think. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I want to go get on the treadmill. I want to, but I don't want to. Wonder what will happen. I wonder what will happen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sew around it and then come back and show you the finished product here in just a second. Oh, there's a little bitty one. Oh, come on. I like the tall one. There, okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna sew around it. Okay, here we have it. They're all finished. I think they're really cool. And of course you can switch out, you know, I was just doing what this person did. You can switch out your, whatever your embellishments are. They could be anything. People, large flowers, I mean, whatever. Butterflies, all that kind of stuff. But I think they turned out really cute. Let me know what you think, and I will see you soon. Bye.